Shalom, friends. Welcome. It's good to be together. I want to invite you, if you'd like, to write in the chat where you're live streaming from, how you're coming, simple words, state of being. This is how my body is coming. This is my heart state right now. This is my mind state right now. And this is my intention. I find that it's always a nice way to kind of check in and really, really arrive. Right? Like I start by kind of turning within and checking in. Oh, how am I coming to this meditation? What is alive in me right now? And once you've done that, I want to invite you to sit in a way that feels very comfortable. To really take your space in this very precious moment, these 20 minutes of your life that you're taking in your day to meditate. And I'm seeing someone from London taking a moment of quiet in the middle of a busy day. It really is a gift. And it takes some courage to kind of take ourselves away from the busyness and say, hey, I'm just going to do nothing for 20 minutes. And so, friends, the theme of these Neshima lives is now Hitbonenut, a contemplation technique, which Maimonides taught us a lot. But the first who really taught us Hitbonenut was Avraham Avinu. You may know the famous scene where he goes out and looks at the stars. And I think we've all had moments like this when we look at nature and suddenly we're struck by awe, right? A sunset, a mountain, sunrise. And this happens especially in nature when we are in front of a spectacular landscape that suddenly we feel, even if we don't believe in God, if we're not religious, but the sense of, wow, there is something magical. There is greatness there. There is something sacred. And so this is a kind of spontaneous encounter with awe, with yira'ah and ahava, love. A way of meeting the sacredness of life through nature. And the invitation for the practice of Hitbonenut is actually not to wait till we have a spontaneous moment of awe, because I guess that maybe if you're like me in your daily life, you don't really have so many opportunities to go see a sunrise by the mountains or a sunset by the beach. And so to do visualization, to really kind of do a contemplation in our mind. Okay, so it's a very specific type of meditation technique. Usually when we think meditation, we have this habit of looking at our thoughts, meeting our breath, and here we're doing something completely different. We're doing a visualization, really a contemplation of the natural world. And we're going to choose a theme each time. And this month, this week at least, because we're about to welcome the month of Shvat, I want to invite us to do a Hitbonenut meditation on a tree, to contemplate a tree. You ready? Okay, so let's settle comfortably. Let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep in breath and out. Let's do that a couple of more times, just kind of really kind of coming back to this moment, this body, exactly where it is, exactly how it is right now. Breath in, my whole being in this in-breath. Breath out, my whole being. Nothing else matters right now than this out-breath. And nothing else matters than this in-breath. And maybe invite a sigh, especially if you're in the middle of a busy day. It can give so much space Feel free to do a couple of more if you feel it can be supportive for you, if it can help you arrive and really relax your nervous system. We're starting with a few minutes of quieting. Feeling my body sitting, really feeling all the points of contact with the chair or the floor, the cushion. Perhaps I can actually picture my body as a tree, taking roots in this moment, in this floor, in this ground. With my spine stretching up like the trunk of a tree towards the sky. My arms resting like branches. My face soft as the leaves. I'm breathing like a tree. Just for these few minutes of quieting, feeling the oxygen coming in, moving all the way down to my belly, and then the air coming up and out again. Nothing else matters in this moment. And this breath coming in, and this breath coming out. still and alive, like a tree. My body sitting, my soul breathing. And let's take a beautiful breath in. And now, friends, we go into our Hitbonenut, our contemplation, contemplating a tree. So I want to invite you to really picture yourself a tree, either in your environment, in the kind of natural world you have around you, depending on the country and the continent you're on, or a tree you like, even if it's not in your immediate environment. And we're going to really be with this tree. So choose a tree. And start really contemplating it like it's the first time you're realizing what is a tree? This thing that has roots sometimes very deep and wide under the earth. And all its strength, it takes it from its roots in the dark of the earth. And it starts very, very small. Sometimes it starts with just a little, really a tiny plant that seems so vulnerable. Very vulnerable at first, a tree. And then with time, the roots get longer and wider under the earth. And it makes the tree more grounded, more stable. And when we think about this, the shape of a tree, how it's grounded under the earth, and then it reaches up towards the sky, defying gravity. And so picturing the height of your tree, how tall it can get, how immense. Mm. And the type of wood of your tree. and the type of branches. And maybe you can sense the texture of the wood of your tree, maybe even its smell, and how it stands still through rain and sometimes snow and sunshine and days and nights. How it has its seasons and this capacity of renewal of your tree each season, each new spring, new blossoming, and perhaps new fruit, whereas a few months ago it looked dead. New season, a new life. And I'll let you continue the contemplation at your own pace for a couple of minutes, wherever you want to go, up until the sap or the atoms the tree is made of, the flowers, the leaves, the shade, the oxygen that the tree gives to the planet. I'll let you just kind of follow your own imagination contemplation, kind of really finding awe at the natural world, at this aliveness. The world, it's called the world at Sommer, the world of plants, is really kind of generosity from the source of life, creation from the source of life. And for Maimonides, the Rambam, Hitbonenut is really the way that we can feel yirah ve'ava, awe and love. An invitation to feel wonder again at the natural world as really traces of the sacred, as a signature of the divine presence in the world, and as a true direct way to meet the divine. Let's take a deep breath in and deep breath out. A moment really of gratitude for the incredible beauty, complexity, generosity of the natural world, the sacredness, the signature of the divine that gives us shade and wood to build homes and to warm ourselves and fruit to eat. A moment of gratitude. And I want to invite you to, the next time you see a tree, to really invite this contemplation again. The more we feel awe and admiration and respect and gratitude, the more we feel happy and connected. That's what it's about. A deep breath in and out. Thanking yourself for making this time to sit. And I thank you for your practice. We'll see you on Wednesday.